you chose the same person or there was one that one of you particularly hated. I think if it was 4 weeks ago, I'd have been out the door.
Oh, 100%.
This is the thing with me and Trish.
Because I would have said, like, I feel uncomfortable around Olivia. But if I was being honest, I couldn't say that anymore because, like, what I said to you in the corridor the other night wasn't...
And I was like, shut up.
But do you know what I mean? That's trying to me even to maybe prove if you disbelieved it or whatever in the corridor, to say that, like, when I try and say things, I actually mean them.
No, I knew that I knew it was genuine, and that's why I knew that you would most likely say me. Because I think you knew I was probably going to... Like, I don't think there was a doubt in my mind that in that situation, face-to-face especially, we were going to say each other's names.
You both know already.
Because we were in a really privileged position by the prize you received.
Which is... And also, like, it's super easy. Like, everyone else, maybe you had to have a conversation with Henry, like, a bit of, like, I don't know...
Or, like, ambiguity around, like...
I'm so sorry for that because maybe it could be a slight shock, but for me and Olivia, it was easy peasy because when we just look in a group setting... We've had 4 weeks less than everyone else. It just makes sense. There's nothing about that. And like, that's why I actually saved you for my second nomination, because I actually did also mean when I was like, and regrettably, it is you.
And that's why I said,
and
I don't think this will be a shock, because I knew it wouldn't be a shock.
And in the weeks in the future, I still am taking into the, you know, if this went on for 100 million weeks, well, 20 weeks, I still am taking into account that we have 4 weeks less than everyone else.
But also, like, and I do genuinely believe that that day that you chose me for the prize was the right decision by you, because it just further, like, benefited us in that sense.
Well, maybe that actually could be a reason why me picking you for that prize and the button task could be the reason why you're still here.
Exactly.
It's just a sliding doors moment.
If that would have never happened, we would have never been able to even, like, not... Because we kind of started fresh on the soup cake, but then we really had no relationship whatsoever. Like, it was just a hi, hello. But then that would actually be able to, like, scramble things even a bit more and, like, start things very slowly.
And that's what I was saying about Trish leaving. I feel ashamed Trish left, because having a conversation with Trish on Wednesday and then going into that podcast and basically directly but indirectly saying to, like, my group of friends, just because someone looks strong, I've done reflecting on my own behaviour. And I think, and then after, when I came out and said to Trish, did you get that? She said she got it. And I said to you, everything's better said in this house. We know this. And I feel ashamed she left, because I think that me and Trish could have had a similar thing. Well. We still would have been weeks behind, and it still would be a massive contributing factor in those kind of situations. But at least I would be at peace with it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, so then when Jordan said my name before I said his name, I knew I'd made the right decision, and I knew it was mutual.
Yeah, and there's no lost, and it also doesn't mean that, like I think Jordan also understood that there was also weeks lost.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not like, oh, I hate you, you're actually horrible to live with. It's like, there was things in the past, maybe they're still slightly there, but it's more of a fact of this group and a closeness. There's no personal attack.
And I think even him and Jenkin, my hair's a bloody riot, even him and Jenkin, when Jenkin finally said, your sarcasm makes me uncomfortable.
It's like a relief.
I think he would have felt relief from that. He's held on to that for how many weeks? But I think at that point, at that point it's too late. You're not going to build a relationship on week 5.
When did he say? He said that in the past, because I heard Jenkins come from Jenkins' mouth.
Hunger Games.
Oh, what, the Hunger Games?
Do you know what I mean? So when he said that last week, I'm sure he felt relief from that. And I do genuinely believe it helped us as a group to all become closer, because we now don't have that. There's one less barrier to a group scenario.
Yeah. I actually think you two's situation has really proven why you can't do face-to-face nominations too early.
Well, you can't, because it gives the game away.
Yeah.
And then you go, well, they nominated me on week 1 on a face-to-face, and we're gunning them down for the rest of the series.
Exactly.
Of course they can't do face-to-face, which actually makes sense. This is definitely the last time we're nominating.
Yeah.
Because the gig's up now.
I know.
You know?
And I think...
The gig is up. It's going to go to some twist and turn or a public vote.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
And that's cool now.
That's okay.
We've done all we can do.
Take the reins.
We'll take the L, all of us. Like, one will take the W, but... Or probably actually maybe someone new coming into the house taking the W. Doesn't matter at this point.
I thought that because it was a two-way street, that would have been a factor in you and Yunra's decision? Like, oh, well, you both feel the same way. So is that an easier
As in
one?
me and you both feel the same way?
Because I nominated you and you nominated me.
But potentially...
Like, I thought, oh, well, Olivia's
Tom didn't nominate Yunra.
Yeah.
But, for instance, that could have been a more valid reason, but that thought didn't even come to my head.
Which proves that
and we
real.
had a time constraint.
Yeah.
So it made me feel like I was in the diary room coming up with situations, and I was like, make it fairer, and like maybe that would have changed the outcome in all different directions. Maybe it would have been you, maybe it would have been Olivia, maybe it would have been...
That's the thing that I said to Noki, you can't help but feel when we all got put in that position, maybe if I'd done something different, or maybe if something had happened that was like...
If we knew what the actual result would be, it would be very different. But I think being able to go with your gut because you don't know what's coming is the best way possible.
I was just trying to be fair. Like, then if...
But honestly, I thought that
probably
would be...
if I knew it was the eviction one, I would have gone for, well, been more passionate or stronger to go with you, because then I would go that she's been up for the public, Tom's never been up to the public, that I don't want to take that situation of power away from him and the public. Like we've all said from the Hunger Games, we're at the public's demise now. Like, they'll get you if they want. Well, but now it's like I've taken that away from Tom.
I turned to them when you were making the decision. I think I went, if the public want you, they're going to get you.
Yeah, exactly.
I genuinely
and that also, I heard that whenever you said that, and I just thought as well, like, even more like, just he never got that chance. But then I go back and think I was never to know that he would never have that chance.
Yeah.
And it just goes round in circles.
Not knowing.
It could, and honestly, I think, like, you're so right. If you had, like what you just said, if the fact that I nominated you, you nominated me, if you had brought that up, it would look more tit for tat.
And I hadn't even thought of that until now, and now I think
that was the thing
maybe that would have been a better reason to do it. And then I think...
But that was the thing that was crossing my mind. But then also, like, had it have been me, Yunran would feel the way that you... So it was literally...
If you would have been in my situation.
No. If you guys had chosen me...
Yeah.
Yunran would feel like you
would feel the way that you feel about it.
And I would also feel that way as well, because I feel like I would have overpowered her in the decision-making. And, you know...
Which is why I was confused. Like, she said, do you think it sounded like Matty overpowered me? And I was like, Yunran, I think you spoke well for yourself, and
she did.
So did Matty. And I was actually, I said to her, I was really chuffed with the way you handled that, because last time she was a wreck.
I know, and she did, like, I'm so proud of her. She did so well. She did so well, but it was just like, it was the time constraint, and neither of us, we were both going around in circles, and it was unfair to everyone sitting there.
I think it was harsh for you both that people were watching you.
Who we've nominated or what our reasons have been in the past 6 weeks are irrelevant. It's the reason that we've both given. Well, this is what I tried to think was the first way. The reason that we've given there and then, how important is it?
I'm actually really pleased for you that you had a chance to show your authenticity towards Olivia, because a lot of people would have found it very easy to let her go then, because...
I think a lot of people would have also viewed it as, well, they're just trying to be friends so that they're both safe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it was anyone else, and I think that's what we said, like, you were saying you wanted to have a conversation with Tom today. So, had you have done it any other way, like, it would have looked like you were trying to save yourself.
Yeah. So, Tom made a comment.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Basically, Tom made a comment to me, I think it was yesterday, because I left him my hat. He's been asking me for my hat, so I left it for him in case I went, because I wanted it to be an olive branch to say, I genuinely want to be friends, even though I know things have not been the same since Halloween. I would like to be friends. And then yesterday or the day before, he shouted down the corridor saying, oh, Noki, I'm actually really chuffed that you've left me your hat. Like, I didn't think that we could go back to being the same after last week, because we had some distance between us. So I thought, actually, I want to sit down and have a conversation with you about that properly.
But what?
The fact that I felt frostiness from him, and I would like to start a clean slate.
And that's why you gave him the hat as an olive branch.
But that's the thing.
But if I'd have spoken to him, it kept playing on my mind. I was like, I want to talk to him, But if I speak to him now, knowing that nominations are probably on Tuesday, it's going to look fake. So I held back from doing it. But if I'd have had the conversation with him, could I then have nominated him, sat down there after we fixed it?
To his face.
Yeah, I would have felt so fake. So in a way, I did myself a favour by not having a conversation with him before, because it left me with that
But I think the fact that he heard your reasons and you heard his reasons...
It was freeing.
It makes it easier for you, but also...
I think
to nominate someone because you know you haven't had the conversation with them, but you could also have the conversation with him and be like, yeah, it's relevant to the time because it's like people have said in this house, you can forgive, but when we're splitting hairs, forgetting maybe isn't the easiest.
Yeah, and the fact that he just made a comment to me at the table just less than an hour.
Yeah, he was
before.
I like Olivia more than you or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I prefer Olivia. Like I had to be true to myself in that moment. I was actually scared that in picking like one person who's friends with one group and one person who's friends with another, I would alienate myself again. I could see a pool part 2 coming, but I said, no, I'm going to be true to myself and just go with my heart because he has made me feel like
in a way,
bit
though,
crap in the past few days.
Like you said, it is freeing. Doing that face to face and watching them walk out that door in front of us all, we said what we wanted to say to their face, you know? I think it would have been horrific if that was in the diary room and we all walked in the diary room and then got called to the sofas and that happened. That would have been horrific.
That's why I always say, like, finding out who nominated you on Late and Live is not a nice thing to experience. Having the chance to see it before you step out the door is actually...
probably quite nice.
Yeah, it's far better.
How was your bath, Henry?
It was nice, thank you.
I'm waiting for them to tell us to pack the overnight.
Yeah.
Do you want a hot drink?
I'm good, thank you. I'll
sure?
sort myself out. Yeah.
Does anyone want anything?
Okay,
thank you.
So where's Jordan's Diet Coke stash then?
Jenkin has stuff in the wardrobe piled up.
Honestly, we're not doing a shopping task because we've got enough food to feed 5 people for 2 weeks.
Have you seen that table will be enough to feed us for the next week? It's actually ridiculous.
I know, I feel like a pig. It's disgusting. Which one's Jenkins' wardrobe?
There is people are coming back or something because they're not gonna all the tasks are gonna be that entertaining for 5 days. Well, how many days we got to do tasks for? 4 days of very entertaining tasks.
Yeah, but I genuinely think...
Not going to be nominations, not going to be scathing, because I don't think we've got much to say to each other after... Scathing things to say after each other after that.
Do you think that's it for nomination?
That is it. Like, because...
How do you nominate from five people?
And how do you nominate once you've given away who you nominated last?
Exactly.
That's why they have to always, you know, face-to-face nominations last, because... Or very late, because... And there could be another live eviction on Tuesday... There could be, so it doesn't matter.
But then we never thought that they would leave such a small number with so long to go, but they have. Which is why I'm convinced.
We choose someone to come back, or...
But that's why I'm convinced. But I don't think they would allow someone to come back because they've now been exposed to the outside world.
You never know where they're being held, those 3.
This is so true.
No one knows that they've left. No one in the entire of the UK know they've left. Late and Live don't know they've left, and neither does the public. They could be somewhere. So they might not have their phones. But then also, like we've said, the final week they're going to be dropping us like flies, and look what they've done. Half the housemates have left in 2 days. Half of the housemates. 5 have gone in 2 days.
Shit, yeah.
We were on 10 2 days ago to 5. So unless they're dropping us even more, conversation's going to get very slow in here.
But surely they're not going to leave. Surely they're not going to drop another 2 in like 2 days.
I don't think so. I think
because
there might be one might be dropped in the next couple of days, but I don't think...
My best bet is that Thursday 2 people might go and leave 3 for Friday.
Possibly, yeah.
Because all that Friday will be is getting ready for the final.
And they already have the stage.
They don't show anything on the day of the Friday either.
They don't show nothing on... Oh, yeah.
They
do a final dinner the night before.
Because they'll go live earlier on the Friday.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll be if we're here...
Friday, there's nothing shown.
We'll be sat at the sofas from 9 o'clock and probably people will start leaving. Because if there's 5 of us on Friday, people are going to leave from about 9:10 to get them out. Do you know what I mean?
The last series, Big Brother that aired, I think there was 5 in the... Or was it 4?
I think it was 4 in the last day.
Oh, really?
5, maybe it was 5.
Which is why I think it could be 3. Because it would make sense if it was a Thursday night.
But they've never done a final ever in 20,
but nothing
10,
happens
15
on the
years.
Friday.
3 people, like, the show is going to be slow on the Friday. Yeah, because nothing happens on the Friday because the entire of the Friday show is...
Unless they do some, like, a semi-final type thing on the Thursday.
And
like
someone goes, fuck knows. I think let's stop driving ourselves mad.
Because even though we just like to make up random shit, I don't think we could have gone as far as that. What just happened at the disco? You know, like,
none of us saw that coming, and that's why
face to faces.
they're shit hot at their job.
And then,
hey girl.
Hey.
Face to face, and then 3 people walked out the fucking door.
Oh my God.
They've never done that.
They've never. Well, I don't know, but I don't feel like I've done anything like that before. But the thing also bringing me comfort is that 3 of them left together, and knowing Jordan more than anyone, he will be.
I think Jordan was fuming with both of them.
Pissed. Fit fuming with who? Drinking and. But I mean, he'll be out there now for years.
Well, yeah, because
on the pints.
Because 2 of them.
Who is the other person who nominated him? You.
Me.
You.
But for
Jenkins and
completely
Tom.
different
Different
reasons.
Because
There's a decent amount, by the way.
So we didn't give it away that 3 of them were going tonight?
Possibly.
I think, honestly, 2 more could go, so I'm packing my bags in preparation.
Packing my bags.
This is the last of it.
4 cans?
No.
What was it?
There's
There's a bottle of rosé, 2 strawberry daiquiris, 2 whiskey and Coke Zero, and 2 Italian lagers.
Oh my God, that's fair and a lot.
Fancy some rose.
Did they know that?
I'm going to have some rosé.
Yeah, me too.
And there was 2 Diet Cokes. I'm going to put them in the fridge for us for tomorrow.
Stunning.
No, okay, will you chuck them in the fridge, please? Oh my God, can we just do that washing up tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's too much for us all to
Yeah,
cook with
it's too much
tonight.
today.
All that food waste as well.
We can eat the pizza. We could chuck the pizza in the fridge.
Ian doesn't want any.
I'd rather have a... Fucking hell, we've actually got...
A fair amount.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A full can each.
And a quarter of a bottle each.
And a quarter bottle of wine. A can and a half each. We deserve this.
I'm not mixing tonight. I'm just keeping it.
Yeah, same.
Those.
I'm gonna go a lager if that's okay. I'm gonna go lager and wine, lager. I'm not mixing tonight. You're funny.
Does anyone want one?
Yeah, I'll have some, please.
Come here.
Thank you. Oh, fucking hell.
How many pieces?
You need that.
Don't judge us.
Don't judge us and do
Does it
it
smell
quick
salmon?
before they tell you.
No.
No. Fucking llama shit. At least we weren't dressed as fools.
Thank God Trish and Chanel got a dignified exit.
Cheers to whatever the fuck this means.
5 days of savagery. That's what.
If we all survive. I'm glad.
I'm scared to wake up.
That's what I said. I don't want to go to sleep because I don't know what
I'm chuffed that it's you a lot though.
Same here.
There's not one person in this house that
Wow.
I'm not happy to live whatever time I'm left in this house with.
And Henry, I hope you understand
Yeah,
what was said.
yeah,
that
exactly.
I'm happy to be here.
No, I'm
She
so
was
happy to do this.
She was
And
pushed to
'cause
that.
You know what?
How does that make you feel?
I also thought it was going to be just one nomination.
So did I.
And then
put this
when
in
it
the
was,
fridge
I was like,
just
it was such a panic and a scramble. And
Do you want yours in the
felt
fridge,
horrendous.
Henry?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, go on then. Thank you.
But I'm glad you went first.
Anyone
It made
else
me
want a
feel
drink
so
in
much
the
calmer
fridge?
about the
And
whole
when I was
situation.
first, I was just like,
That's horrible.
everyone's going to
You
hate
having a
me.
snarky before we put it in the
I'm not
fridge?
having that one.
Are you drinking tonight, Yinra? There's a spare one
I'm
for
so
later.
happy for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christ, help us all. The pizza. But I'm not
You go in the
hungry,
bathroom?
It's just total greed.
I don't have the
I'm going to go in the diary room first, then I'll come here.
I don't even want to leave anyone.
I know, I feel like I'm scared.
You should have noticed
a haunted
how,
house.
they'd really put a lot of effort into the disco.
The girls too gays, no Tom.
Oh God, it's
I don't
really
want
the
to leave
girls.
you with the monster
Jordan
like
was,
his big brother.
No, Jordan wasn't gay,
Yeah.
so that was more of a... But now it really is.
It's now the girls and the gays.
It's the girls too gays and Tom.
Guys, I don't want to leave anyone alone with that monster or big brother. I want to know where everyone is at all times, okay?
Yeah, agreed.
Everyone, I want to know
It's
where
just
you
like,
are.
it's just,
The savagery it was
goes
doesn't
from
make
like...
it- I know last
From
night...
thinking to 60 seconds, like 60 seconds to say goodbye. Like,
That was disgusting.
it was like...
I barely even said bye to Jordan
Yeah.
because he was the first person I saw and I was in shock, really.
I just
I
said
was just
to
like,
him,
"Goodbye,
I'm
Jordan."
so grateful for the past couple of weeks because, especially him and Jenkin, they've really helped me not to like have my demise in here. Like I felt like absolute shit after Halloween, and they both helped keep me like sane. So I'm so grateful to both of them, and I felt sick watching them go after what they've done for me. But yeah.
You weren't here, but we had a cheers second here.
Cheers to whatever
Do you wanna
this
hold
Whatever
is.
that says.
Cheers to whatever it is.
Thank you. I'll be there for you all through all the savagery, and I'm so pleased to be facing whatever comes.
Whatever comes.
That board is bleak. Look at it.
It's a graveyard. But the true blue crew,
Nobody.
I'm the last yellow.
Oh yeah.
you're the last... And no one's going to know about this until another 24 hours. That feels so weird. But no one else will know about this. Well, their families will know. But also, they don't have any families waiting for them.
I know. For me, Henry and Olivia, it's going to be so...
Hey.
Why is it us?
I've got imposter syndrome.
Yeah, like why?
Yes?
That's why I always say this game is so unjust.
Yeah.
Just the big brother one that says conditioner, please.
I truly believe Jordan was a contender to win. And seeing him out that door, I feel like an absolute fraud being here right
But
now.
I said that to Big Brother ages ago, and then they were like,
Does this not feel like an
this is like
absolute
ages ago, and he's like, you all have
Yeah.
every...
I said to him yesterday, I feel like a fluke being here, and he was like, Nocky, you deserve your place in the Big Brother house. And I was like, don't you understand, like, seeing Trish go,
Yeah.
and then Jordan, two people that I really thought could win, this is not a just game.
Yeah.
There's no justice in this
game is-
whatsoever. Yeah.
This game is...
Please let me in.
I think they will bring one back. Definitely. What kind of chaos are
Well,
they
what would
going
be
to...
the point? There would be no point.
Because they were the people who getting nominated face to face. So if they are saved by public after something, I think there is a vote for saving, and one will be voted back, and that person can be the potential winner for the public.
But I just think with the wording is they've been evicted, like they're gone.
I think it's always best to assume the worst, that no one's coming back, because otherwise we'll send ourselves into too much hope. And he said it's a savage game. I don't want to have that hope and be disappointed.
Oh, no. I think I just couldn't believe this. I just couldn't believe this. I think it's too much.
Too much.
It's too much. Too early. Too soon.
But there's only 4 full days that will be shown on TV now.
I know.
But don't.
Friday doesn't even count in my book.
Because
Yeah,
Friday they don't show anything.
Yeah.
Maddie was going like that earlier. Oh, do you think that the 3 of them are the members of staff for a reason? And I was like, surely they're not going to let Noki choose other people's fates again.
Well, I did wonder that as well, actually. I actually wondered why we'd been chosen
You
as
did
that.
ask that question, didn't you? I couldn't take it again. After Halloween, I actually didn't want to be in that position ever again. And I can't remember who I was saying it to.
I didn't know if maybe the public had voted for us to be in that position, then we'd have to make...
Well, I said to Yinran that I thought the biggest challenge coming in here for me would be other people hurting my feelings, but it's actually been hurting other people's feelings that's been the worst. Like I don't make it's not in my like interest ever in life to do that. So to have to do this multiple times in this process is actually so painful. And to see you and Matty do that when I know it's so out of character for you both as well was just horrible.
And it's very frustrating as well because after the Hunger Game, me and Jen can really just moving forward, and I can see that. I can see how it will develop, and I feel like, oh, it's very positive. I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
But it just push it back to zero, even to negative because of this game tonight. What happened tonight? It just.
I'd wanted to speak to Tom to like patch things up, but I didn't want to look like I was trying to fiddle. And my only saving grace is that he nominated me back. But it's not nice when you feel like you're going to fix things, but you have to go with like the last thing that you felt. And that's what you did, and you can't be blamed for that. And I think Jenkin will understand that too.
I don't know.
Even though you were open about it with Jenkin and things started to get like go on the up, it's something you're always going to come back to.
Yeah. If you have nothing else for anyone else, you can't be blamed for using that situation for justification. Seriously. This competition or like game is not fair. That's one thing that's true.
There is an element of that, isn't there?
Yeah.
But a final diary room together, or if they just went straight out.
I reckon
The diary room
back-
door.
No way, through the doors and gone. It's savage when it's like that.
I think later in life will be their opportunity to have their final piece.
100%, but like when they go through the back
Are they
door-
going to Late and Live straight away
No,
now?
I think they'll be there tomorrow once the episode's played.
A bit like Kerry's.
Well, at least maybe we can go out there tomorrow night and listen to the train trips.
If tomorrow night, if tomorrow they didn't come back, that's it.
Yeah, they're not back there tomorrow.
They're not coming back.
No, yeah, the silly
This is your
girl.
coping mechanism. But my coping mechanism is to prepare for the worst.
My delusion thought someone was walking through those front. I thought Trish was coming through those front doors because I still couldn't believe she.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
I was waiting for it to go green.
Yeah.
How did Trish go as well?
My only like happiness for Trish is that she got the glory of that crowd. Because she deserves
She got
that.
the glory she deserves, and like
She didn't deserve to walk out there in school uniform. Not that anyone does, but like
she deserves to go out there and be shot and recount. Like she had probably objectively, not even speaking as friend, one of the toughest time in this house.
yeah.
And like she didn't change for anyone. She was like, I'm gonna be me, and like that is it.
And for me, she actually had an impact on other people's experiences. Like she really, if it wasn't for Trish, I would have left here traumatized.
Yeah. Trish had one of the biggest, well, if not the most biggest impact to my experience in this house.
Not one.
If I'm not back in 2 minutes,
I
come
think
find me.
with the people she was up with. And she was up against Chanel, who the whole of Wales have been behind. And the whole of Wales aren't going to vote against Chanel and go for Jenkins.
Yeah. And also, Scotland wants to support your friends.
I don't know.
I don't think honestly patriotism comes.
I genuinely do
I
think it does.
More specific.
Even right now, the divide is like.
Because
I stand Lager and White.
I feared the fact that I had voted for
I'm not sure
one
which
person
one's
in one
mine.
group and one person in another group. Because I thought I might alienate both sides. But I think everyone now is at that point where they understand it's not to do with that. Yeah, I know. We're beyond that now.
We're beyond that. Especially at 8, we were beyond it, and at 5, we're beyond it even more. The
5 just sounds so stupid.
That's like they've got rid of...
The divides of the group has disappeared. Finally, at least that storyline's
Oh, let me
finished.
go get some sweets.
Can I just say, said the group that I was part of are all fucking gone.
Can you finish the whole thing?
Noki's the only one, but she kind of never really...
Noki existed in both though.
I'm the only one left standing.
Only what?
If we're talking groups and divide, I'm the only fucker left standing.
And you're
From the
playing
others.
the flag for Hallie and Kerry when you were part of, like, you know, when you used to hang around with them two quite a lot.
Yeah. Suppose at that point you could have called me a floater because I
Yeah,
floated.
true.
With who?
Well,
Hallie and Kerry.
Yeah. But Hallie was quite tight with like Paul and stuff.
She was very tight with Paul.
But
I can't even remember the
it's really
dynamics
weird
back then.
because like I can't look back at that time and be like Hallie was my best pal in here because it was only 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
I felt more like Paul leaving. I felt more, and I really felt Chanel leaving. But it's a really weird experience being up against someone. Well, me, Jenkin, and Chanel. I was facing leaving either myself, one of my friends leaving, or me and one of my friends leaving, or two of my friends leaving and me being left behind. Because if you had left, it would have been the same situation as well, no?
Yeah.
Attrition.
Do you know what I mean? So like when Chanel left, I was like gutted, but I couldn't be gutted for Chanel because I had to flip the focus back to we were about to find out what our fate was. So selfishly, you can't think too much about the person who's just left. Because either another friend of mine was going to leave, there was me, like realistically, there was 3 of my pals, me and Trish. Like, so the odds on like it being me or like one of my 3 closest friends were high.
Very high.
So I didn't have a minute to think about Chanel leaving. And by the time I had a minute to think about Chanel leaving, it kind of flipped to making sure Jenkin was okay.
Yeah, because Jenkin was like also not thinking about himself in that moment. He was
He was too busy because he wanted to leave with Chanel. He really wanted to walk out that door just behind Chanel.
Well,
Not that far off.
No, not that far off.
But that's why he was gutted.
Oh, and I said that to Chanel as well. I said, don't even listen to what the crowd is saying. Enjoy that moment, because in years to come, you won't watch a video of that moment. You'll see pictures of it, and no one will know why your face was like a slapped ass. Like, just have a smile on your face no matter what they're saying.
Can you imagine what
this is your
Trish's
moment.
pictures are going to look like?
She would, yeah.
I hope she just
I hope she ripped a wig off. I hope she ripped a wig. Oh,
I fucking hope she waited till late in live to rip the wig off.
I know.
You get 60 seconds to get there.
And she spent
If she's
time
got
putting
no
it on.
hair on, it'll be an interesting look.
And her ass looked amazing in that skirt. Everything was just...
sewing it up like 2 minutes before she
I
did.
know.
It was just as bloody well she did.
I was like, Trish, stop that.
I was like, Trish, this is a bit...
Imagine leaving and
Pop
then
the skirt
looking
out.
back on the pictures as you're ripping your skirt.
And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger while she's got nothing on there.
Oh, I've never seen a smiley face before.
You know, just that. You know when they had to, 3 of them had to stand up. I thought,
Just what we did tonight.
yeah. You know, it was like stand up.
Tom, Jenkin and Jordan.
Yeah. I thought they were just gonna have to like talk about how they felt about being nominated.
No, I thought
And
they
then all
just
of a
had to.
sudden it was like,
The stand-up was like, what?
I thought it was stand up as in look at each other. You guys are facing the vote
Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
what I thought.
That's honestly what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was just dramatic effect.
well, it
stand-up.
said tonight, and then the lights changed again.
What did they say, actually, to reveal the go?
What is this?
It
Oh, it's
They
shampoo.
said you
Anyone got-
all 3 of you will face eviction. The eviction will be
This eviction is
Right.
happening now, and the lights changed. I was like,
and then it what James
And I thought we were gonna have to
said.
vote.
You all have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
That's how they said it. I
Jenkin,
couldn't remember.
Jordan, Tom,
Please exit through.
you
the
have been
barrier doors.
evicted. And we were all like,
You have 60
what?
seconds to say goodbye.
That was the scariest thing I've ever experienced in this house.
Yeah.
It didn't feel real. And the fact that they were in costumes as well just made
I know
it more
Halloween was
The
intense.
fact that
I know
Jordan
Halloween
was
was
wearing
intense,
the
but this
hair.
was something
Yeah.
else.
Jordan was wearing hair.
And I was like, get that off right now.
I just feel horrific.
Wig.
Like,
I know.
it feels like a fluke.
Out of
and I
everyone,
feel really
Jordan
jammy.
was the only one
I feel
wearing
jammy
hair.
as well.
And the glasses. I think he's still wearing the glasses.
I feel almost ashamed to walk up that door because I feel so jammy. I'm like,
Yeah.
guys, I didn't think I'd be here either. Like, if the public are trying to get me out, I'm like, yeah, you can have me because I didn't.
Keep me alive. I didn't.
Genuinely did not.
Hell. It has been, on Wednesday, we will have been away from home for 6 whole weeks, cut off from the world.
Wednesday.
For 6 whole fucking
And I can feel that.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted mentally. And I want to just, I was saying that I was like, I just want to go home to my mum and my boyfriend.
I feel
was like,
fat as fuck.
we just stop this
well,
now.
All
like,
my friends told me do not get acrylics because they'll grow out and you'll look disgusting once they start to fall off. And I said, I'm not going to be there long enough for them to...
That's what I was like. Everyone was like, what are you going to do about your lashes? I was like, oh...
Same with me with
I'll
lashes.
take a removal kit and if I need it, I'll use it. Lo and behold, 2 weeks in, they were off. I honestly feel like a shadow of myself, but not because I'm wasting away.
And I was like...
I felt bald.
Are you usually a lot more regular with it than that?
I walk about with this pale as fuck.
2.5, 3 weeks. So
all
I said to
my
myself,
face feels
them was,
really bare because I don't have my freckles.
But beyond that,
do you get freckles in the summer?
Don't worry about it.
When I go for sunbeds, I'm always freckly. And they are there, but they're far more prominent when I have a sunbed.
I hadn't even noticed until you showed me.
Oh, my friends will notice. That's
But no, I feel like not like myself.
Me either. I feel pale, long hair.
Pale. I feel
not fit either.
Bald-eyed. I need my nails done. I need to get to the gym.
looking at fearing from what they will make me do to other people. Like, I've been prepared for it to be my time to go for a long time.
Oh, same. But I think you just fear for, like, the games.
Yeah. How will they make us feel?
Can I pass my towel? No worries. No.
Small one?
Oh, it's over there, sorry. Get back in the bath.
I think you can save the water here.
I'm gonna get back in after.
Yes. I'm going to take a shower afterwards as well, so don't worry.
Be happy.
Can we?
That was a hard decision, but I'm glad I made it with you, you know. I am. I'm really glad I made it with you. There's no one else. I would have rather made that decision.
Are you going to get back in the bath after this?
Chanel and Trish are not going to believe this.
I know.
I will
be here and as long as I can. And
He was brave to say that.
Yes,
a lot of people think that saying that is like you're playing a game.
I know.
And
Jordan knocks on Trish's door.
Please, people remind me.
I think the whole like game playing thing has really like been very difficult for me. Yeah, same. Because I just think people misread certain things for game playing, and I think that's unfair.
I think it's fine to, and also the whole like game player thing. Like, well, technically we're all players of this game, aren't we? Everyone.
And everyone's perception of what's authentic is very different.
Whether you're like conscious of it or not is a different thing, but.
Let's have a brunch. If I hear music tomorrow, I swear to God, I will cry.
We're gonna have.